Hi Falcons, it's Mrs. Pagoni and I'm here with your weekly tech tip. This week I'm going to show you how to customize an event in Google Calendar and how to invite your friends or classmates. This week's tip is awesome for group projects and social gatherings. You'll need to start in Google Chrome, or you can download the Google Calendar app to your phone. Head to your waffle and go to your calendar. In order to create an event, head up to the Create button on the left-hand side of the screen. From here, you're given a few options in a small pop-up box. But if I want to customize this event and make it really specific, I should click on More Options. When I do so, more options appear on the screen. I'm going to pretend that I'm creating a meeting between myself, Mr. Drover, and Mr. James. Let's call it Planning Meeting for March Tech Tips. I have lots of options. I can choose a date. I'm going to choose Friday, February 21st. I can choose a time. Let's make this meeting start at 9 a.m. and last for 1 hour. I could choose to make the meeting all day, and I could make it repeat every Friday, monthly on the third Friday, etc. You have lots of options. Details. I'm going to add the location to be the Wheaton North LLC. I'm going to skip conferencing. Next week, we're going to show you how to make this meeting virtual. But for now, I'm creating an actual meeting face-to-face in the library. I can set up a notification for this meeting by sending myself, Mr. Drover, and Mr. James an email ahead of the meeting, or I can have a notification pop up in Google Chrome. I'm going to create a notification that happens 1 hour before our meeting begins. I can also make sure it's in the right calendar, not my book club or my Guys Read calendar, but in my personal calendar. I'm going to make it blue. I can also add a description for our meeting so that everyone knows what we need to do. Bring ideas for March Tech Tip videos. I'll also remind them to meet at the tech tables. On the right is where I add Mr. Drover and Mr. James to this meeting. If you are inviting someone at Wheaton North, you can search them by last name. Or if you're sending an invitation to someone outside of Wheaton North, you can add them by email address. Here I now have guests. Myself, Mr. James, and Mr. Drover are on this event in the calendar. I can allow my guests to modify the event or to invite others to our event and even to see the guest list. From here, I'm going to click Save. Google Calendar asks me if I'd like to send Mr. Drover and Mr. James an email to invite them to this meeting. I can either dismiss that, not send it, or send them an email, which I will do. Now, on my calendar for the 21st, I can see that I have a 9 a.m. planning meeting, and when I open it up, I can see that Mr. James and Mr. Drover have been sent an invitation, and they've been reminded to bring their ideas and meet at the tech tables. Using Google Calendar every single day will help you stay organized and know what's coming in the day and week ahead. Creating custom events allows you to be very specific about what's going on at a certain time and allows you to invite other people to join you. If you have questions about how to use Google Calendar or any other technology, stop by the LLC to see Mr. Drover, Mr. James, or me, Mrs. Pagoni. And don't forget to subscribe to WN Student Tech Tips on YouTube today. Thanks, Falcons.